Hello everybody, I'm Amanda and welcome back to Fiction in Flannels. If you could pick a superpower, what would it be? Would it be flying, super strength, immunity from internet trolls? Have you ever stopped to consider the drawbacks to these magical powers? This book sure does. Today I will be reviewing the young adult contemporary novel Don't Even Think About It by Sarah Milanowski. Don't Even Think About It is about a high school class in New York who get a flu vaccine and develop the ability to read minds. Bear with me for a moment. I know it is a ridiculous plot, there is no conceivable logic behind it, but if you will suspend your disbelief for just a minute, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this book. Milanowski does not hold back on the awkward, ugly thoughts that go through people's minds on a daily basis, which the class can now read. For instance, what your friend really thought of you in those jeans.
No tall boots with those jeans. Can't she see they make her thighs look huge?
What your crush thought while he was kissing you for the first time.
2 stars.
And what your parents are thinking on a hot summer night.
It's a good thing Ken's is such a light sleeper.
Needless to say, this resulted in a very humorous plot. This author has actually written quite a few middle grade books, such as Bras and Broomsticks and the Whatever After series. Emphasis on middle grade. While there are some mature themes in this book, such as sex, drugs, and swearing, they're delved into at a very surface level. Not that I condone any of that for a younger audience, I'm just saying it reads like it should be for a younger audience. While Milanowski herself says that there is little difference between writing for young adults and for middle grade, I have to disagree. According to Writer's Digest, young adult protagonists tend to view things in the lens of how they fit into the world outside of their friends and family. This results in a lot of self-reflection, analyzing. Middle grade protagonists are more concerned with the immediate world around them and how they respond to certain events and situations. There is very minimal self-reflection and it's mostly action and the characters responding to the people in their immediate world. I say this beforehand because if you go into the story expecting grandiose introspection or some kind of deeper meaning, you're gonna come out being disappointed. If you're a fan of Meg Cabot, Lauren Miracle, or you're just looking for a fun read, then I would definitely recommend this. Milanowski does a great job of establishing the daily routines of her characters before they receive their powers, which ends up in a really great payoff when their lives are finally changed by the powers. And this is especially true for the character Olivia. Olivia starts off as the definition of a nervous wreck. She has severe social anxiety, hypochondria, and she's very soft-spoken. Once Olivia can read other people's minds and they can read hers in turn, she not only realizes that the thoughts she once dismissed as stupid and uninteresting are in fact very interesting, but that people don't hate her as much as they thought. They actually really like her. This confidence steadily increases throughout the story to the point where she confronts not only one, but 2 super annoying characters and calls them out on their BS. Way to grow a spine. Pi was another intriguing character, not so much because of her growth, but more because of her descent into complete douchebaggery. Her circumstances drove her to go from ambitious to downright conniving, seeing everyone as either a means to an end or otherwise unimportant. As the stakes in the book get higher and her mind-reading abilities become harder to keep to herself, Pi's desperate attempts to one-up people become even more desperate, even to the point where she's willing to see her own classmates suffer if it means that she'll get a leg up. Join the Death Eaters. Your sinister tactics will be of better use there. The one thing I didn't like about this novel was the narration itself. They choose to tell the story in a we perspective, like, we did this, which I found really creative and clever considering they are, in a sense, a single mind, but after a while it got very annoying. There's a lot of foreshadowing in the beginning and throughout the book. There were some interesting bits that made me want to read further. The majority of the time, the foreshadowing seems superfluous and only there to reinforce the idea that they were a hive mind, and it became quickly annoying. The rest is really great. It's creative, it's corny in all the right ways, and it's very entertaining. Those were my thoughts on Don't Even Think About It. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. The works. If you have a book you want me to review in the future, or you just have some general questions for me, links to my social media are down below. Until next time, my lovelies. Goodbye! Mwah!